This video is a quick guide to start the HPI Baja quickly. First thing you'll have to do is make sure you have all your batteries charged in the transmitter and in the receiver. The receiver battery is already fit in the car, which you need to charge. It is located right here under the front of the body, where you have to lift this and use a Tamiya connector to charge the battery. The next step is to turn on the transmitter and the receiver. Always remember, when you are turning on the car, always have the transmitter turned on first. Make sure the battery is properly charged, green light, and then to turn on the receiver or the car, the switch is located here. If you look at this hole, this one, there is a switch inside. So the moment you will turn on, this is the on side. If you turn the switch this way, it gets turned on. If you turn it this way, it turns off. So always remember, turning the switch towards the left is on, turning it to the right is off. Once the car is turned on, just check for the controls. This is the transmitter or the throttle and brake, whereas this one. And for this, for steering, just turn this and see. Next step is to prime the engine. Now remember, to start the vehicle, you need to prime the engine first. And if you are turning it on after a few days, you also need to turn on the choke. The choke is on the left. This is the choke. When you turn the choke anti-clockwise, it turns on. When you turn it clockwise, it turns off. So just turn on the choke, and then this is the priming bulb. To prime the engine, just squeeze it a couple of times and you will see fuel coming in. Once the fuel is in, make sure it is also flowing through this fuel pipe. That's it, you're done. Keep the choke on. Come back to the pull start side. Just pull the engine a couple of times. The best way is when the choke is on here, and you are pulling, you'll see after 2-3 pulls as if the car is just started. Then you can turn off the choke. For example, so this is the signal that the car is almost ready. You can turn off the choke by turning it clockwise when you are standing this side, and then ready to go. Just pull it and your car is on. After you are done running, to turn off the engine, simply come to this side, the left side of the car. When you are looking from the top, it is the left side of the car. You will see the stop button right here. This one, just press it hard and the engine will turn off. Be careful. Once you have done the run, the engine will become pretty hot. So please be very careful while you're turning off or when you're holding the car. The best way to lift the car is using this handle. The most convenient way to carry the car as well. It's as simple as it. So this is how you can start the HPI Baja without any problem, without any hassles. The best and the most easiest way. Thank you. Once you have done running your car and you have turned it off, do not forget to turn off the transmitter and the receiver. Now if you remember, in the earlier part I told you to turn on the transmitter first. This one. This is to be turned on first and then the receiver. But when you're turning off the vehicle, you need to turn off the car first or the receiver first. Again by going here, the button, turning it right to turn off the receiver, and then you turn off the transmitter. This is a very important step. Please remember again, when you're turning on the car, transmitter is to be turned on first, then the receiver which is fitted in the car. And while turning off, turn off the receiver first, then the transmitter.